Welcome to day 21 of the NBA playoffs. I'm going to recap the games as I usually do. And yeah, let's get into it. Celtics Raptors. Now, this one was a poor performance by the Raptors in this game. They only had 11 points in the first quarter. They were 4 of 18 from the field, and they were 0 of 8 from 3. Overall, they were a 12 of 40 from the field, shooting 30%. Now, it wasn't that bad, but they did shoot really bad. They kind of made it better in the second half of this game, or the second half of this game, when this game was basically a blowout. They shot 4 of 10 in the third quarter, which was a little better. I mean, 4 of 10 is actually really good. I mean, that's what you're striving for. I would say the struggles more or less were not on the three-pointers. I mean, you'd obviously like to get that 30% more into, I guess, the 35 or even 40 range if you can get it. But I would say the struggling came from shooting inside the paint. They were 38% from the field overall, which really isn't that good. 46% from the field from the 2-point or inside the 3-point arc overall in the game. When this game was competitive in the first and second, they were 4 of 18. They were 4 of 18 overall shooting from the floor in the first, and they were 8 of 22 overall shooting in the second. I mean, the Celtics had a pretty average first quarter with 25 points. The second quarter where they scored 37 points, that was actually a very good quarter for them. They shot 58% from the field overall, 10 of 17, which is 10 of 17. They were 4 of 9 from 3 and 6 of 8 from the 2-point line. I mean, looking just at the quarter, that was where they really hit their stride in this game. The Raptors didn't even lead this game. The longest run for the Celtics was 11, and they led by 30 points. And yeah, that's all my reactions to this. This wasn't really a good game from the start because the Raptors couldn't really shoot the ball that well. Celtics, they were shooting the ball. They were shooting the ball well from the floor tonight. About 50% from the floor, 49. Some key stats here. Jaylen Brown, he bounced back from his weak game 4 appearance, where he scored something like 6 points, something like that. Where today he scored 27 points, 10 of 18 shooting, 3 of 7 from the field, 6 of 6 rebounds, and 3 steals, which is, his defensive presence in this game is really huge. And, this series, he's a great defender in this league. Kemba Walker, he showed up today. I could just be running stats the whole rest. Everyone else in the Celtics the Celtics starting lineup had a positive plus minus of at least 19, and the Raptors had negative plus minus. All the starters did at least had a negative 14 in this game. This game was kind of a blowout from the beginning. It was kind of close. Raptors only scored 39 points in the first half, which, you can't really do. They played a little bit better in the third and the fourth, but this game was over by then. The Celtics kind of just matched them in points, I guess. When you're a blowout, you just have to match them in points, and you don't have to really. You gotta protect the lead, and you gotta match them. Like, you can defend them really well, or you could score points. Another notable thing, I guess, is that Brad Stevens, he kept his starters in late. Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Brown were all playing, well into the fourth quarter. They all finished with 36 minutes. Tatum and Walker finished with 36 minutes, and Brown's finished with 37. Marcus Smart, he was good defensively. He had 1 block tonight, and he made some key defensive plays that don't show up really on the stat book. That's really it. That's all my reactions. I do think the Raptors can bounce back if they can shoot better. They have been struggling a lot in this series from 3, but from 2 they've been good. So they can make this next game competitive, and they could probably win it maybe. All right, now on to Clippers Nuggets. All right, Clippers Nuggets. This game was actually the Nuggets game down the stretch and towards the third quarter and such. But they couldn't really score in crunch time. They only had 2 points within the last 4 minutes or something like that. So they didn't really play well in crunch time. And in the fourth, they only had 19 points. They beat them. They beat them in every other quarter except the first, where they only lost the quarter by 1. But that was 19 points. You can't score 19 points in the fourth quarter. This was actually a really competitive game. This game was tied 15 times. There were 12 lead changes. Now let me run into some stats for you. Kawhi Leonard, he was really good tonight. He had 23 points on 47.4 shooting. He didn't shoot that well from 3 tonight, 16.7. Attempted 1 shot, attempted 6 shots from 3 and only made 1. He was pretty good from the free throw line. He only had 6 free throw shots, but I mean he was still dominating even though he wasn't getting that many foul calls. He had 14 rebounds and 6 assists and a plus-minus of +10. He did a lot of his damage in the second quarter where he was 3 of 4, and in the third quarter also where he was 2 of 4. He wasn't that good in the fourth. I mean, he made only 1 of his shot, but I mean, he was still getting a lot of attention on defense, which was huge. Because I mean, it makes it easier for the other Clipper players or teammates or whatever. Let me run into another stat for you. Paul George, he was really dominant tonight. He had 32 points on 66.7% shooting. He was also 5 of 7 from 3 with 71.4% shooting. He was really good in this game. I mean, when he was struggling from the field, shooting in the round 1 series against the Mavericks, seems like a completely different world from where he is now. He was huge in their victory tonight against the Nuggets. I really think the big miscue, if you're a Nuggets fan, is the fact that when Zubac fouled out with around, I want to say like 7 or 6 minutes left in the game, and Harrell was put on him, I don't understand why Jokic didn't attack more. I mean, he still did like his thing, I mean, creating great passes for his teammates, but I wish he kind of attacked the ball more. I mean, his defensively against Zubac's a pretty good defender, but I mean, he's no match for Jokic. So I mean, overall, I wish he would attack more, but I mean, I guess that's his playing style, I guess. And speaking of Jokic, he had 32 points tonight, 55.4% from the shield, 37.5 from 3, and 12 rebounds and 8 assists, and 1 steal. I mean, I thought he played well tonight. As always, I wish he was more assertive. But I mean, yeah. Jamal Murray, he did not have a good night shooting from the field. He was 5 of 17 from the floor, 29.4%, -6. He had 9 assists though, and he had 4 rebounds. And I mean, sometimes you have a bad shooting night. It doesn't help that he's guarded by Patrick Beverley and Kawhi Leonard. I mean, they're 2 great defenders in this league. I do think that the Nuggets can probably take another game, maybe game 4, game 5, just because of that offense. I mean, it's really good. They were leading at halftime, and they kind of just lost the fourth quarter. Again, they had 19 points, which is not good. They were 5 of 22 from the floor in the fourth. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I mean, they weren't shooting well. They got semi-good shots, but I mean, yeah, they just missed their shots, which is 22%, which is what the Nuggets shot in the fourth quarter. But that's all I really got today. Couple notes, or notes about my channel, I guess. I'm coming out with a NBA mock draft of this year's draft or whatever, coming out by at least October. All of them will, like all the videos, I'll do them in parts or whatever, but it'll be out by October, which will give you plenty of time to watch it before October 16th, which is when the NBA draft is happening. That's all I got today in this video, and like and subscribe.